Welcome, dear Taurus, to your tarot reading. Today I will read your cards for the upcoming week, which will begin at the 22nd of September and will end at the 28th of September. First of all, I would like to explain a few general facts about the reading. The pattern I am going to use is the so-called Celtic cross, which shows you the general energies for the week and prospects for the near future. This pattern also provides you with insights in your environment, your wishes and fears, your mindset, and the conscious and unconscious forces within you. The so-called court cards, Knight, Queen, Prince, and Princess, often refer to special people in your life and describe their traits of character. It is not important what gender these cards show. That means a knight could also be a woman in your life, and a queen might as well be a man. Since time is fluent, some events might already have happened, whereas other events might occur a bit later. That hopefully gives you an overlook on your current life situation and some advice on how to deal with it. And now we shall begin. Dear Taurus, your week will be the first week of autumn or fall, and so things will be a bit different because the days will be shorter now, the nights will be longer, and the mood will change accordingly. So some people are more sensitive to those things than others. Here's the first card. Now we can start soon. Oh, yeah, here we go. And now we can look at your week, dear Taurus. And we see at the beginning the Princess of Cups and the Four of Pentacles here. So there is some sensitive person here. Maybe it's yourself. Maybe you feel a bit sensitive now. Or you have some very strong influence from the outside. A person who may have fallen in love with you, or someone who is in general more sensitive and maybe inspires you too to be more open with your emotions. But here are the Four of Pentacles too, and those are more that's more an introvert energy, and not so much like the Princess of Cups. So you can't be both at the same time, I think. So maybe you're trying to avoid feelings here. Maybe from the outside, or probably from the outside. So if there is someone who wants to get closer to you, you may be not that open for that at the moment. You like clear boundaries now, and you like to have your own space. So that might be good. Sometimes it's better to focus on your own stuff and get your personal things done before caring for others, or having some kind of relationship or flirt or something. But sometimes, of course, one can miss opportunities when you just look at your own feet. So we will see what course that will take, and if that introvert energy is good for you or not. Here's also a four, the Four of Wands. So that kind of means for me that you have brought something to an end, or you are still in that process, and that process will be done soon. So it also could mean you want to end some kind of friendship or relationship to another person, or you just don't want to end it completely, but you want to draw some boundaries with that person because he or she may be a bit too close now, or doesn't respect your boundaries, and you don't like that. So to me, it seems like you want to focus more on yourself right now. And so you should, of course. Yeah, the Tower. So that's also an indicator for what I just said, that there is some condition here you want to escape, or you want to build yourself in that tower. So you're not that open-minded maybe at the moment, and you really want to focus on yourself and your own problems and the things that bother you the most, instead of caring for others. So maybe that's healthy right now, depending on what situation you are in at the moment. Yeah, but maybe you should follow that instinct if you just want to be more alone, more for yourself, and more introvert. It's also, yeah, when fall begins, it's always many people want to make their home safe and want to buy some new curtains or pillows or stuff. So it's getting more comfortable at home because it's getting colder outside and darker. So maybe that's what you just want. But yeah, here are the Eight of Swords. So there definitely is someone who gets in your way at the moment, and you just want to draw boundaries. You just want to protect yourself from that influence, and so yeah, it's maybe for you not a good time to date or something like that. It's the opposite. I think those things bother you right now, and that's not what's good for you at the moment. Those influences from the outside, you just want to minimize them, and maybe you should. So if you succeed in drawing your boundaries, I think you will get on, and that's what you want. So maybe it's the best right now just to focus on yourself. And here are the Three of Cups. So someone or something around you is quite emotional at the moment. So maybe you just don't know how to respond to that, because that's actually a very positive card here and very emotional. So it's a bit contradictory here what will happen, because on the one hand I see those emotions, and I see very harmonic state you are in, and on the other side I see isolation and some wish to get away from that. So those feelings here might not be so comfortable for you at the moment. So and here are the cups too. Here's the Queen of Cups. So that points on you. So I think you are the sensitive one here at the moment. At first, it looked for me that it's someone else, but with the Queen of Cups here, it now looks to me that you that you are very sensitive and that you need some boundaries here. And that it's hard for you to maintain these boundaries, because there is some emotional energy here that's quite strong at the moment for you, and you'd like to ignore that maybe, or just to get some distance here, but in some way you don't succeed with that. Maybe another side of you doesn't want to. So there is a conflict here. And here's this Three of Swords that also, shows that there is some kind of conflict, maybe inner conflict more. Because here are very strong feelings, but there is some fear here. Maybe it's only some fear of yours, that those feelings, that you get disappointed, that it's kind of dangerous for you to to let that happen, to feel those feelings. So you'd like to isolate yourself from that, but you're quite tempted also to risk that, maybe getting hurt or something. But you are quite aware of the potential of getting hurt here. And maybe you, not most of us did in their past, sooner or later, made some bad experience with relationships, and maybe you're getting reminded on that right now. So you want to be a bit more cautious here with your feelings. And I think it's basically a good thing here that there are feelings in you that arise here, and maybe you avoided those feelings, or you've avoided these feelings for a longer time, and now you are a bit more prepared, or a bit more ready to deal with these feelings, because they are important, of course. And that's here, it's like some avalanche of feelings here that's hitting you here. And but you're aware of the dangers, I think. But if that danger is real, or if it's just some kind of precaution here, of course we won't know until things finally happen. And there is the Prince of Pentacles, that could be you yourself, because it's here. You can also see the bull here. So it's like a Taurus, and maybe you want to be more pragmatic, but you can't, because there are those feelings here. Maybe you'd like to do pragmatic stuff, some office work, some gardenings, cooking, like those things. But there are some feelings that get in your way here, and they don't have to be bad. Most people are more afraid of the good feelings, the positive ones, because they are in some way much more threatening, because we don't want them to be over. And so it's really not that easy to get involved or committed to positive feelings. The negative ones are in that way easier, because you want them to be over soon, and and everything is over sooner or later. So sometimes it's maybe easier to confront oneself with negative feelings than with positive ones, because loss and disappointment can be quite hard. Yeah, you know what I mean, I think. So maybe you'd like to focus more on practical work here, and you're good with these things, but someone won't let you here, or it's yourself that you're just more sensitive now and have some kind of desire for other people, for a relationship, romantic or not. But we'll see the outcome here for the next week. It's the Six of Swords, so that's completely different here now. You're getting away from those feelings in some way. Maybe that's good. It's more of a thing of looking from the outside, from the sidelines. Yeah, that's it. You're standing at the sidelines maybe, and observe the situation, and you try to make some sense out of that. And so for me, it looks like you want to find some kind of compromise here. You want to admit these feelings, but you don't want to get consumed by them. So you kind of trying to be unbiased and let those feelings happen, feel those feelings, but you're observing them, you're observing yourself, and that's cautious, that's maybe healthy, especially if you made some bad experience in the past, and you seem to be here cautious here. You seem to remember things that weren't that good, and you don't want to repeat them. And so you're afraid, or you're cautious, let's say cautious, and that's healthy. That's what people do. And but you don't want to avoid these feelings completely, because if you do, you will end up lonely, and no one wants to be lonely, of course. And so you're getting closer to your feelings. You're accepting that you have those feelings. I don't know if it's general feelings you need to deal with, or if it's some special person you might feel something for, but you wish you didn't, because you could avoid some kind of conflict here. Pardon. Some kind of conflict here with your emotions. And the last trauma maybe could be reignited here, and you just want to avoid that. And but if I do, I won't get closer to that person and to my own feelings. So it's maybe a good way here, or it's a good way, definitely, just to watch what you're feeling, and don't judge your feelings. Just look at them, look how you respond to them, how others respond to you, and then you can make some conclusion out of that, maybe the week after that. So it looks for me that you are on a good way of processing some trauma here, and to make the first step towards healing, and that you are very cautious and rational here, and that you consider before you're doing something, and I think that can't be a mistake. So I wish you good luck with that, because that's a really important thing to do, and every one of us now and then has to confront with their feelings, and if you will do it that way, I think it will take a while until you get some kind of inner peace, or also peace with the outside world. But you will be getting there if you're just doing, like I said, if you're just observing your feelings without judging, and let them happen. Don't isolate yourself, but don't be too open at once, because, yeah, you know what I mean. So I hope you can make some sense out of that, and that you enjoyed this reading. And I would be very happy if you left some comment or subscribe to my channel. And I wish you a very pleasant week, dear Taurus. Have a good week. Bye-bye.